Right. So let me go to today's demo session. Okay. Before the demo, let me introduce myself. So this is Venkat. So I'm a senior data analyst. Okay. Can you please let me know what you do? Are you studying or doing any job? Please, one by one. Srinivasan. Yes.
Yeah, hi Venkat. Good morning.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, myself Srinivas. Currently, I'm working on a database developer. So overall, I have 10 years experience, and recently we started with Power BI, including Python, for the new project.
Okay.
So I'm facing a little bit challenges on the one. So that's why I'm trying to explore more on the Power BI with Python. So that's why I joined in the class.
Okay. Got you. Got
Yeah,
you. So the database developer, right? Okay.
yeah.
Fine. Fine. Yeah. How about others? Yes. Akanksha. Pallavi.
Morning, sir.
Yes.
Should
Yeah.
I
Morning.
say?
Yes, please.
So my name is Sultan, sir. I'm working I used to work as a system admin for 3 years, um, here in Switzerland. And there's a lot of hype and bubble with data analyst is the future securement and is the AI redundant, resistant job. So I thought I'll jump on the bandwagon if it's really true or it's just a hype or a bubble. And I just want to become a future BA analyst. That's where I'm heading. And I work in a completely window environment. I come from that background and Cisco network.
So you are Windows admin, right?
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay.
a Windows system admin, sir. So I'm actually preparing myself for the Microsoft PL 300, sir. So I don't know if how much it will help me, this course of yours, to crack that certificate, sir. Because sir, because when I go on other online platforms, they promise the video and order sky and blue, sky and whatever the moon. But on a realistic level, I need more hands-on practice, sir. So I came across
Okay.
your
Okay.
company, and I hope it'll take me on that, sir.
Sure. Sure. Got it.
Thank you,
Right.
sir.
How about others? Yes, Akanksha, please tell me. Pallavi. Fine. So let me go to today's demo session. We can discuss. So what is the importance of data analytics? Okay. So before with the demo, let me ask simple question to you. What is data? Let's go with the simple questions here. What is data, and what is importance of data analytics? Okay. Can you see here? We can say a simple statement here. A data is a collection of raw facts. Okay. For example, if you gather an employee data, okay, a student data, and a customer data, banking data, so you'll find data in multiple ways, right? Okay. So this data is a collection of raw facts. You can see this example here. I can gather data from different sources. Can you see? In the form of database, okay? And I can access data in the form of files, regular flat files. And I can get data in the form of different applications, okay? So I can extract data from different sources, okay? Now, this data we can process. Can you see an example here? I'm going to fetch data from different sources and which can do processing. So do you have any idea what is data transformation? We said extraction first. We can extract data from different sources. Okay. Next one, we can do data transform. So what is data transform here? Yes. So what's the data we gathered? So we can clean this data. Okay, we can clean this given data, and we can find raw facts. Okay, and then this data we can store in data warehouse. Can you see an example here? So I will gather a customer data, okay, and which can process, and the processed data I can store in data warehouse. Okay, so in this warehouse, I could find a total sales of this customers, okay, and different product details. Okay, now this data I can use for analytics. Okay, so as a data analyst, so first I can do ETL. What ETL contains? Data extraction, data transformation, and data loading. Okay, now we can use this data for analysis. Okay, so now we have a question here. Sir, what are roles and responsibilities for data analyst? What are roles and responsibilities for data analyst? So we discussed the first point, right? Yes, I will collect data from different sources. Okay, see an example. So you can have this employee data, student data, or different bank transactions. Okay, so I will collect data from different sources. Now this data can use to design and maintain our systems. Okay, and then we can use this data for data analysis. See an example here. So I have a see, I have some example customer data here. Okay, so with this customer data, here I'm going to prepare a simple dashboard. Can you see? As a data analyst, I will fetch my data. Okay, and then I can do data modeling. I'll get this details here. See the simple steps for data processing. What's the first step we discuss? We can collect data. So data collection. Is it visible? It's font. Right. See here. So first step I can collect data. Next one I can do data transform. Data transformation. Okay. And next I can do data modeling. And we can use this data for analytics. Okay. So I can do data analysis. And next step, I can use the same data for visualization. Okay. And finally, I'll go for the data publishing. Data publishing. Okay. So just go with the steps here. What's the first point we discussed? What is data? The collection of raw facts. Okay. And we can collect data from different sources. As we discussed, is a employee data, student data, or customer data, bank data. Okay. So collect this data, and which can transform. Transform in sense. So the data, what you gathered, it contains some duplicate values. Okay. For example, I have a a set of records here. Okay. Bank transactions or customer transactions or student results. Okay. So in this data, you could find some missing values or duplicate values. Okay. So we can do this data cleaning, and this data we can store in data warehouse. Okay. So the process is called data transformation. Next one, you can do data modeling. So do you have any idea what is data modeling? Yes, please. So initially we gather data. Next one, we clean the data. Next step, we can use for data modeling. Just example here, take a bank transactions. Tell me all bank transactions, will they maintain a single table? Suppose take SBI Bank, okay? In SBI Bank, you could have multiple tables, right? You can have a table for savings account. You can have a table for current account, okay? And you can have a table for loans. Again, in loans, you can find different things like auto loans, home loans, okay? Personal loans. So you can have a data in different tables, okay? Now, as a data analyst, we need to find what are common points. What are common points for all these relations, for all the tables? For example, if you want to take some auto loan or some personal loan, so first you need to have some account in my bank. Okay. So what's a common column for this? For the savings, say for the savings table and the loans table, you can have the account number, right? Yes or no? You can have some account number. It's the loan account number or bank account number, you can find here. Okay. So you can find a common columns, and we can find a relation for all these tables. Okay. The same way I can have a Flipkart or Amazon. Okay. I want to maintain all these transactions. Okay. So now I'm going to get different tables here. Yes, please tell me. Do you have any guess? What are the tables they will maintain here in Flipkart? Any simple guess?
Customer data, products.
Right. Customer tables. Next one. Product. Sales. Okay. Purchase or inventory. We will call like a stock table. You can have multiple tables here, right? So you could find some common columns here. Suppose in customer table, what are the expected columns we have? Tell me. Customer ID, customer name, and customer address. Okay, no. Come to product table. What are the columns we have?
Product ID.
Right. Product ID.
Product name.
Product name. Its cost, and so on. Right.
Right.
Now tell me in sales table what you are going to maintain. What are the common columns in the sales table? If you want to design your own table, so what are the common columns you require? In having a sale ID, yes or no? And which product was sold out? Product ID. And who is a customer? Customer ID. And its quantity, cost or price, So, no. So you'll find some common data here. And come to inventory. In inventory, you'll find available items, product details. Now, you can observe here, in this Flipkart or Amazon tables, you can have some common data like customer IDs, product ID. So we have to identify this common relation. Reason is, as a data analyst, we need to get data from different sources, right? Okay. So first we need to find a relation for multiple tables. Suppose I want to generate my own dashboard, my own report. So you need to gather this. See an example. Can you see my screen? Is an e-commerce sales dashboard. Okay. So in this sales dashboard, what you can find? Sum of amounts and sum of quantity. So how many items are sold now? Okay. And you can find even sum of profits. I can find sum of average order value. Okay. Now we can find this sales in each state, state-wise sales we have. Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. Okay. You can find state-wise sales. And you can find the quantity by category. Can you see here? We have more demand for clothing. Almost 47% demand is there. Okay. No? And we have a electronics and furniture. We can find demand for each category. Yes or no? Next, we can even find sum of amount by customer name. Like which customer can have a more sales. Okay. No? You can find sales by each customer. Next, we can have sum of quantity by payment mode. Sir, what is payment mode here? See, what are the payment modes we have? Yes, see this example. Cash on delivery. Okay. And you can find UPI transactions, credit card payments, EMI payments. Can you find more transactions are for cash on delivery? Okay. And you can even find profit by subcategory. Like which item can have more demand, you can find here. Okay. You can find printers. Okay. And other items can have a more demand. So with this report, what we can understand? Yes, please. You tell me which product can have more demand in this e-commerce business? Okay. Tell me which product can have more demand here. See example.
Clothing category.
Exactly. So clothing can have more demand, right? Okay. And you can find here which state can have more sales?
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. Okay. Now this e-commerce company want to design a campaign to improve sales. Can observe here in this Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal can have a minimum sales. Okay. Very less sales here. So here I want to improve my sales in this region. So tell me, what is the data analyst? What you can advise here? Actually, most of members will think here, data analyst role is only to prepare dashboards. No. As a data analyst, you can prepare dashboards and even you need to provide an advice to this management. Okay. So now tell me, as a data analyst, what is the advice you can provide to improve sales in this Andhra Pradesh region, West Bengal region? How can you improve sales here? Simple, right? We can give more campaigns in this specific region. Okay. And you can do offline campaigns. Okay. Yes, you can take multiple actions to improve our sales in this region. Yes or no? And even you can find profit by month. So monthly profit, can you observe here? In the month of January, February, okay? You can even see which month can have better profit, which month can have a loss. You can even find here. Suppose we have the month of May, we can find some loss here. So how to improve this? How to get some better results in this region, in this month? Okay. So you can get all these details with a single dashboard. Okay. So you tell me who can prepare this dashboard? Yes, as a data analyst, yes, we can prepare. Okay. So see the first point here. We can collect data from different sources, and we can design and maintain our own database, and we can do data analysis, and we can interpret the collected data. In sense, as a data we gathered, which can process here, and we can convert into meaningful format. Okay, this is what data interpret, and we can identify the data trends and patterns. In the previous example, you can find data trends, right? See the example here. We have a trends for clothing. We have a trends for electronic items. Okay, we can find the trends, current data trends. So any queries here? Any doubts for roles and responsible data analyst? Fine. So it's clear. I'll just repeat once again. So we started this process with ETL. ETL stands for? Yes, and what is ETL stands for here? Data extraction, data transformation, and data loading. Okay. So we can extract data from different sources. So example I said to you, from database, or it can be from files, flat files. We can access data from different SaaS applications or REST APIs. Okay. And even get data from different application events. Okay. So we can extract this data. Next, we can do data transformation. So you tell me data transformation, what we can do? Yes, data cleaning. We can clean data here. Next what? We can find missing values. We can find duplicate values. Okay. So you can process this data. It's called data transform. Next one, we can do data warehouse. We can store this data into data warehouse. Okay. And finally, this data we are using for analysis. Is it clear? Any doubts? Fine. Now we can go for different roles and responsibilities of data analyst. Okay. So what's the first step we have? Yes, collect data from different sources. And we can maintain our own databases. And we can do data analysis. And we can find data trends and patterns. Okay. And we can prepare reports. So just so we discuss it, right? A simple sales report we discuss. How the sales we have for a e-commerce. Okay, e-commerce business, we can find here. And next step, we can determine area of improvement. Sir, you tell me what is this option? Area of improvement. Yes, any idea? What is determine area of improvement?
Maybe after the analysis, we can tell them how to improve where they are lacking and all.
Exactly. So in this e-commerce dashboard, you could find, right? We could have a less sales in this region, in the West Bengal region. Okay. So how to improve my sales in this region? I have to improve my sales in West Bengal and Andhra Pradesh region. And I need to get some better results in the month of May or the month of July. Okay. So I can take some actions to improve my results. Okay. See the steps here? So we discussed what is collection. We discussed what is data transform. And what is data modeling? Please tell me. What is data modeling here? We can build a relation for multiple tables. Suppose in customer table, product table, okay, employee table, sales table, we have multiple tables here, right? So you can find a common relation for all the tables. Reason is I need to fetch data from different sources. Okay. So I can do this data modeling. Next one, data analysis. Sir, please tell me what is data analysis here? What is analyzing? Please, someone tell me. What is the role of data analyst? Yes. We can prepare dashboards. Okay, I said, right? Not only dashboards here, we can even provide some solution for this company, solution for this problems. Okay, no? Yes. So we go with any business, we can find some business problems. You tell me, what is the target for bank employee? What is the target for simple bank employee? How to get more deposits? Okay, no? And how to get more loans is a target for him. And what is the target for e-commerce business?
How to get more sales.
How to get more sales. The target for a school or college?
How to get more admissions.
Admissions is okay, and we need to get better results, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Better results, okay. For admissions as well, no worries, okay. So like this, if you go with any sector, you'll find a specific targets here. Okay, now. So how to get more deposits or more loans? Okay, how can you improve home loans, personal loans, or specific auto loans? Okay, so it is my target. Now, as a data analyst, I can analyze the sales, I can analyze this transactions, I can do a better advice to improve the sales. Okay, same thing for e-commerce business or some colleges. Okay, so we can do this analysis. Is what? Providing solution for business problems. Okay. And what the next step we have? Data visualization. See, for example, was it data we gathered here? This data is represented in the form of bar charts, pie charts, donut charts. Yes or no? Line graph. Tell me why we need this data visualization here? A simple question. What is the importance of data visualization?
Easy understanding.
Yes. We can easily deliver the content. Okay. So the same report I can prepare in a 500 pages of book. Complete sales reports I will provide the form of 500 pages book. I mean, do you have interest to refer this book? No, right? So we won't pay any attention in this 500 pages book. Okay. Instead of this report, if you prepare a dashboard, this dashboard can have a better understanding. Okay. No? This dashboard can have a GUI, which can have a more graphics, more user-friendly graphics. Okay. We can easily understand the trends and patterns. Okay. We discussed it, right? What's the current trend? Current trending for more clothing. Okay. No? So we can get more sales, sum of quantity by payment methods here. You can see we have more cash and deliveries. But if you want to get a better results here, I need to encourage more EMIs. Okay, then only banks will get profit. Okay, so I can find the complete details with this data visualization. Okay, so what a pictorial representation in form of images, dashboards, and one more phase we have a data publishing. Sir, please tell me what is data publishing? Yes, what is the data we gathered? This gathered data we can share with our client. Okay. End users, or you can share this data for management, for better decisions. Okay. So got the point? Is clear now what data analyst can do? Please tell me what's the first step we have? Data collection, data transformation. In data transformation, what you can do? We can clean our data. We can find duplicate values and missing values. And tell me what is data modeling? Yes, what is data modeling here? Yes, we can find relation for multiple tables. And we can do analysis. We can do data analyzing. Okay. So we can find a solution for any business problem. Then this data can represent in the form of images and dashboards. Okay. And now this data is going to provide to end users or for management to take a better decision. Is it clear? Fine. Now see the process here. So what's the demand for data analyst role? Can you see an example here? For this current year, you could find almost $91 billion. Can you see? There's a demand for data analyst role. And you can even find the growth in future. Okay. So how the demand will get for data analyst role. Okay. So you can find the market trends here. The data analyst or data scientist can have a better growth in this current future. Okay. Next one. Sir, how to become data analyst? What are the tools we need to focus here? Yes, see this example here. We can start with a simple roadmap. Okay. See, I can go with the simple statistics. In this statistics, you can find how to process data, how to do data predictions. Okay. I think you're aware of, right? Mean, mode, median, regressions. Okay. We can use simple statistics for data predictions and for data analysis. Okay. So no need to worry about any mathematics here. So we can discuss from scratch. Okay. So we can go with this all the examples of the statistics. Okay. Next one, we can focus on Excel. Sir, what is the importance of Excel? Why we need Excel? Tell me. Yes, in general, we are using Excel to manage data, right? Okay, to store data. But here, we can use Excel for data processing, for data cleaning. We discussed it, right? We have missing values. We can have a duplicate values. Okay, we can find all the details using Excel. In addition, in Excel, we are going to use more formulas. Okay, so all these formulas will help us for data analysis. Okay. Yes, statistics and Excel, MS Excel. Next example, SQL. Sir, you tell me what is the importance of SQL? First, what is SQL?
Structured query language.
Structured query language, right? What is the importance of SQL?
So I have a question, sir, in terms of Excel,
Yes,
sir.
please.
So,
Yes, please.
as far as my understanding goes, the last time that I researched and I was doing self-study, is it true that as data analyst, we have to first make sure we extract all the data, whether we .csv files or whatever XML files or whatever, all the data that we are trying to first pull it out from the system, raw files data, that should be first extracted on Excel tools. Is that correct?
See, Excel is not any standard here. Like different companies will follow different approach. Okay. Most of the MNC companies will use database as a background. Okay. So you
Yes.
have to dump data from database. For example, if you use SQL Server, okay, you can have a data in SQL Server, or you can have a data in Oracle database. Okay. So from there, you have to fetch your data.
Okay.
Okay. Even mid-range companies, small-range companies, they will always use Excel. Okay. So you can fetch data from Excel as well. And that's what we discussed, right? CSV format, XLS format. Okay. We can find
Yes.
this data.
So I come from a generation, sir, when I used to make, that's 15, 20 years ago, I used to make data pulled up on PowerPoint and I used to do those bar graph and then pie chart and everything. Now in today's world of data analyst world, where do we put those beautiful pictures of bargram, histogram and all that pie charts? We pull it up on Python, or where do we pull those?
No
How
problem.
do
I'll just give some. See, once I discuss all the tools for you, you come to know, okay, where you'll find this
Okay.
data. Okay. Let me
Okay,
complete
sir.
this roadmap. You'll get some idea.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So as discussed, right, you can find data in the form of Excel sheets. Okay. And you can even find data in SQL. Okay. Sorry, SQL, MySQL database. So for example, I'm using my database here. Okay. So there we have a data. Now to fetch this data from database, so here I'm going to use a tool called SQL. So using SQL, I can fetch data and I can insert data. I can update data. So I can do all transactions in this database. Okay. So I can insert data and I can retrieve data. Okay. And I can delete data. Data insert. And data update. Data select. So I can do all transactions with this simple tool called SQL. Again, SQL can have multiple sub-languages. Have you heard data definition language? Is it DDL? data definition language, data manipulation language, TCL, transaction control language, data control language, data retrieval language. Like SQL can have multiple sub languages. Got the point? SQL can have multiple sub languages. What is it? DDL stands for data definition language. Next one, DML, data manipulation language. TCL, transaction control language. And DCL, data control language. And DRL, data retrieval language. Okay, you can use multiple SQL queries to process this data. Okay. Next step, Python. Sir, you tell me what is the importance of Python? Why we need Python? See, first up, Python is a scripting language. It's a scripting language. And using Python, we can process our data. Are you aware of Python libraries? Yes, anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please tell me.
So, but I've never used it, sir. I've heard it.
Sorry?
I've heard a lot, sir, but I've never used Python library. I'm a
No,
PowerShell
no
guy,
problem.
sir. I'm a PowerShell guy,
No
sir.
problem. No problem. We can discuss from scratch what is Python. Okay, we will discuss it. No problem.
Sorry, sir.
Right.
Thanks, sir.
So you can have a NumPy. Okay, you can have a Pandas. We can have a TensorFlow. Okay, we can have a Keras. We can have a statistics, and we can have a matplotlib. You can have multiple libraries here. Okay. So with these libraries, we can process our data. For example, I want to perform a simple numerical operations. Okay, so I can use NumPy module. Okay, and if I want to manage data in the form of data sets, so I can use here pandas. Okay, and I want to manage simple machine learning deep learning techniques. I'm going to use TensorFlow, Keras. Okay, and to manage statistics, I can use statistic module. Okay, and I can use matplotlib. Someone asked me, right, how to draw histograms, okay, pie charts. You can use matplotlib library to draw all these GUI based images. If you need histogram and if you need a pie chart, donut chart, yes, you can use a simple library called matplotlib. Okay, so what is the data is available, you can represent in the form of images. Okay, so using Python, here you can do two steps. One is you can do data cleaning. So you can process your data, and you can even represent data in the form of data visualization. Okay, so see once again, where we start with statistics to perform simple mathematical operations. Next one, you can go for Excel to gather data and to clean data. Okay. Next one, SQL. So using SQL, we can manage our own databases using multiple sub-languages. Okay. Next one, we have a Python. So yes, with the Python, we can perform simple operations on data. Okay. We can clean our data and we can represent data in the form of simple GUI images. Okay. And next step we have, that is data visualization and BI tools. Yes, please tell me what is BI here? BA stands for?
So business intelligence?
right? B stands for business intelligence. So example, you have a tool called Power BI. Okay. So Power BI. So with this Power BI, we can represent data in the form of simple images, simple dashboards. Example, discuss, right? Customer sales report. The report I'm going to generate through Power BI. Okay. So any queries here? Any doubts? Please tell me.
So I have a question, sir.
Yes, please.
So the question was regarding the I'm preparing for the exam for the PL 300. Your course would be sufficient enough for me to crack the exam, sir?
See, no problem. I'll share complete dumps to you. Okay. So you can go with the dumps. Okay.
Thank you,
But we
sir.
won't focus on specific tool here. We will focus on all the tools. Okay. No problem.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. How about others? Any queries? And this course is for 2.5 months. Okay. So every day I'm going to take one section. So initially have a 3 demos. Okay. 3 demo sessions for you. So after that, we can start regular classes. So any other doubts in this? And the course content you'll get from admin team. So please contact admin team. So they will provide.
So I have a question, sir, sorry.
Yes, please.
Since we all are trying to improve our career, so my question is, in terms of project-based, do we get something from you, live hand-on project on a real-life environment basis, which obviously will be example for us that we can showcase also to our future employers, also on LinkedIn, where we can show what projects we cracked, we did, also as a team, also as an individual, where do we get such project from you that we can showcase on LinkedIn or and other social platforms? Because that's very important for future employers to see what we have done. And also, do we get a certificate from your institute that we have completed successfully your course, sir? These are the two important questions for me, sir. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. See, first question, projects. Okay. So without project, there is no use of any course, not only this data analytics. Okay. So projects are mandatory. Okay. Because so they only come to know what is exact usage of all the tools. Okay. So we are going to discuss multiple projects. Okay. You can even find project details in my course content. Okay. So this even you can showcase the projects in your resume, no problem. Okay. So we can discuss like in all the real-time examples. Okay, I'll take different sectors here. Like one banking sector and e-commerce sector. Okay, we will take multiple sectors and we can discuss some examples for that. Okay, so you can use the project.
Thank you.
And if you come to certification, like come to this institute certificate, so if you want, you can provide it. But the problem is that certificate it won't help you a lot. Reason is if we do certification in specific tool like Power BI certification, SQL certification, okay, no? So that would help you. Okay, so if you have any institute certification, yes, institute certificate is just only a document to you, right? Okay, it won't give any
Okay.
add-on to your resume. Okay,
Okay.
so my recommendation is you have interest, yes, you can do certification in a specific tool. So that certificate you can showcase in your resume. Okay, you can attach that badge, right? Badges, certificate badges.
Yes,
We
sir.
have a Red Hat certified employee. You can use Red Hat badge. Okay. You have Amazon Cloud certified. You can use Amazon Cloud badge. Okay. So that badges you have to add to your resume. So that will give add-on. Okay.
So I have a question. So now, if I have to go for one or only two tools that I can really get my foot in the door as a data analyst guy or a BI analyst guy, I'm just changing my career from a system background to a data guy. I'm sure other people have got other professions, they're switching roles, or a new people. What two tool certificate that you're saying will be a badge of honor for us to get the breakthrough in the data analyst world? What two tools at least, minimum, sir? Obviously, we're gonna crack other certificates along the way, sir. But as an initial starter, since I don't know if other people, but me, I've got a timeline set for myself in 3 months to get my role as a data analyst. I've set my own personal milestone, sir. So if I want to, I can crack two certificates in 3 months. That's for sure. So which two certs should I go
Yes.
for? Power BI
See,
going
what's the beautiness in this course is you can have a jobs in each and every tool. Okay. For example, if you focus only on Power BI, okay, so there is a
Yes, sir.
complete demand for Power BI administrators, Power BI developers. Okay. You can do, I'll always recommend to do certification in Power BI. Okay. Next
Okay, sir.
one, you can even do certification in SQL. Okay. Even if you learn only SQL, you can have multiple jobs in outside. Okay. And Python, Excel. Most of those middle scale companies or small companies, they will use only Excel for data processing, data cleaning. Okay. You can even
Yes,
use
sir.
SQL. So what is the beauty is here? Each and every tool can have its own openings, its own job openings. Okay. So when I discuss every tool, I can give some project to you. So the project will help you to get some better understanding for each tool. Okay. So, but
Yes, sir.
my recommendation is yes, you can go for certification for Power BI. So that will help you a lot. We can add to your bucket. Okay.
So then there are two programs in the market, the job market that I've researched. I'm sure by other countries also the same thing. There are some institute. There are because I'm also trying to pursue a master's in data analyst or with AI or business intelligence in the future, near future. So one of the university, I cannot name it obviously for Protection Data Act, but one of the university really astounded me. That university professor told me that they are not teaching Python, sir. I mean, they appreciate the Python in the data world, as I can't tell you what course was that, but it was along those analyst roles. It's a very renowned worldwide. And that university told me that they are sticking to R language instead of Python because they're saying Python is little bit slow and sluggish and whatever, and they're saying R is something that they are pushing in their course modules, and that is what will give us the leverage because the libraries are also very active and whatever accessible, whatever. So is it true? Stick
Let
with R
let
or stick with
let me
Python,
tell
sir?
you. Let me tell you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
R language specifically designed for research purpose. Okay.
Okay.
Compared to R, Python can have a abundant libraries. It's not one library, it has abundant libraries. If you go
Okay.
for data science, Python has n number of libraries. Okay, if you go for data analytics, you have multiple libraries. Okay, so if you take any sector, Python can have a multiple libraries that will help you a lot. Okay, so you go for
Okay.
any one scripting language, no worries. You go for R language, yes, no problem, you can use it. But I will always recommend to use Python because even in future, if you want to become a data scientist or even you want to work for other technologies, so Python will help you a lot. Okay, no problem. When I start Python demo for you, I'll explain importance of Python. You'll come to know. Okay, no problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
How about other students? Yes, please. Any queries? Okay. So I'll just wind up the session for today. So tomorrow you have the class at same time at 9 to 10. There you can discuss some other concepts here. Okay. So as we discussed initially, the first three classes are for demo. So from then you can go for regular classes. Okay. If you have any other query, just please contact to admin team so they will help you. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice
Yeah.
day, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Yeah. Thanks much. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.